Okay, so what we have here is our 4-day trip to Barcelona. Now this roundabout that we're on currently right now, we'll be coming back to that later to show you some more things. But for now, we're going to the Catalan Art Museum, which is just up ahead. It's less than a 5-minute walk. There it is in the distance, as you can see. Now the area itself is beautiful, it's wonderful to go to. Now unfortunately, to get to the museum you do have to go up quite a lot of steps, but there are some escalators along the way to try and help you with that. Now the museum is open to about 6 PM on the weekdays, and I believe it's 3 PM on a Sunday. It's about 12 euros to get in. Not sure about kids, but I know that students do get a cheaper rate. The museum itself is great. It's one of the largest ones in Spain. It contains artwork from the 10th to the 20th century, and there's a lot to see, especially if you're a fan of Roman frescoes. This place is full of it, and really gives you a great insight to what the Romans achieved back in the day. Now the good thing about the museum is just behind it, and less than a 5-minute walk away, is the structure that they built back in the day for the 1992 Olympics, which were held here, of course, in Barcelona. Now you can go to the main stadium itself. Doesn't seem to be much going on here, but I mean it's in relatively good condition, so I imagine they still use it for maybe general training. And there is a little gift shop just outside. Now just further down the road, there's kind of like a park-based area. Now this is all kind of spread out along a huge hill, which you can walk down. It's great to do if you want that kind of afternoon walk. Now we went down to the bottom of the hill, went back to that roundabout that I mentioned before, just so we can go up this lift mainly. Now the lift itself is about a minute ride, and you can get a nice view over the roundabout, so it's a great place to get some pictures if you really kind of want to do that. Now whilst we were on this, we did notice that you can really see, as you get up further up, the modern day kind of architecture that's been embedded into the old structures, which I think is quite nice, bringing the old and new together. Inside itself is a huge shopping centre, which is pretty cool to go and see. Now if you don't want to pay for that elevator that we went on, you can just go in and go up the stairs. Now a big recommendation I can make when you visit Barcelona is to get a pass for the hop-on hop-off bus. Now there are 24-hour passes, 48 and maybe longer ones. We just did a 2-day, that's all we really needed, and it's a great way to explore the city, especially if you just want to sit back and relax. Now the sights that you can see are absolutely stunning on the way, great viewpoints, and it takes you everywhere. There are different routes that you can actually take that are on a map for you. I think there's maybe 4, and each one has its own kind of journey that you can do. And it's amazing if you just want to maybe think, oh okay, I can get off here, explore that, and then just come back whenever you want. Now another site to see on the tour is the Sagrada Familia, the Cathedral of Barcelona, which started construction in 1882, has been going on for 140 years, and is expected to finish in 2026. Hopefully the people of Barcelona then can actually witness that. Now one of the stops you can do on the hop-on hop-off bus is into the hillside above the city itself. You can take the cable carts up to the Montjuïc Castle. Now this is actually free to go into every first Sunday of each month. If you do miss that opportunity though, it's only €5 to get in. Now you can see some great views from up here. The castle itself was actually built back in 1640 during the Reapers' War, and was eventually given back to the city of Barcelona in 1960 from being a prison and used as an army barracks. Now on the other side as well, you also get another great view of the city from that perspective, which is great, and it also seems that it's used for some sort of local events. Here we had like kind of house music playing, which is pretty cool to see. Now further down from the castle is another cable car. Now this one actually takes you down all the way to the port, so I highly recommend doing this as you get a great view coming across the city, and I can't really beat that. That's probably one of the best places I got some of my pictures and recordings. You get to go over the harbour itself, across all the boats, and you can even then get an easy ride down to the beach from here. So as I said, the beach is nearby the cable car, and there's so much going on here. You've got artists on the beach doing their work. There's murals, people dancing, singing, and it's just an all-round great atmosphere to kind of end that afternoon experience. Now next we have Montserrat. Now this is the last thing we actually did in our trip before going away, and it's a great way to top it off. We took the cable car up, which I think was maybe €5 to €7, and you do get some great views as you're going up and down. Of course, if you are afraid of heights even just a little bit, then it's definitely worth taking a car up there. Once you are up there though, it's great to see this entire place embedded into the mountainside. It's incredible. Now you do get some great views on all sides, but this of course isn't the highest point. There is another point to go up higher. We went up in the cart and then we walked some more after that to go even further. So definitely take your walking shoes, guys, because we spent maybe 2 to 3 hours up here alone walking around before we actually went back down to the area to get some food. So that is the top off, like I say, the trip. So thank you for watching, guys. I really appreciate it, and I hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully this gives you a good insight just to maybe visit Barcelona and to see what it's like.